from down the street, Drake University.
Hello everyone, we are so excited to be here today. My name is Ethan Woodman, and I'm an actuarial science student at Drake University, graduating in spring 2026.
Hello everyone, my name is Samuel Sheedy. It's nice to see like 10 familiar faces out there in the crowd. I'm also a junior at Drake University studying actuarial science, graduating in spring of 2026.
Hi everyone, my name is Noah Pins. I'm a junior at Drake University majoring in actuarial science and data analytics, graduating in fall 2025. So agribusiness plays a crucial role in feeding the world, but drought, which is worsened by climate change, threatens crop productivity and food security. This presents many challenges for insurers, but also opportunities to develop innovative solutions. Today, we will explore how insurers can support agribusiness, mitigate drought-related losses, and leverage emerging opportunities. But first, what is agribusiness? Agribusiness encompasses everything from farming and food production to the processing and distribution of agricultural products. It is a critical global industry that ensures food security, drives economic growth, and promotes sustainability. With a $3.3 trillion market value expected to grow to $4.3 trillion by 2032, it supports millions of jobs worldwide with no signs of slowing down anytime soon. However, challenges like drought threaten this productivity, making risk management as important as ever. Now, I'm sure we all know what climate change is, but why should we care as insurers? Climate change is driving more extreme weather events, and we're all feeling the impact. Rising global temperatures are intensifying things like hurricanes, wildfires, and severe droughts, leading to higher claim payouts all around. In agriculture specifically, prolonged droughts are reducing crop yields, disrupting supply chains, and driving up food prices. And if nothing is done, these trends will only worsen, increasing food insecurity and causing billions of dollars in economic losses each year. Now, as mentioned, the risk of extreme drought is only increasing, so insurers must treat it as a matter of when, not if, to prepare for the potential impacts. And while the risk of a single-year drought event can be reduced below 10% by lowering emissions, the same cannot be said for a prolonged mega drought event where there's around a 50% risk in the next 75 years, regardless of what happens with emissions. And this is particularly important in the western part of the country, where conditions are expected to get much drier by the end of the century, threatening agriculture and increasing the risk of things like drought and wildfire. For insurers, this means higher claims, rising premiums, and even potential uninsurability in these high-risk areas.
Thank you, Noah. Climate change's impact on weather also relates to its impact on people. Important metrics like productivity and crop yield have decreased significantly due to climate change, which tends to lead towards rising costs in the industry and for consumers. Looking at recent data, global farming productivity is 21% lower than it could have been without climate change. For every 1 degree Celsius increase in global temperature, yields of major crops like corn, soybeans, and wheat are expected to fall anywhere between 16 and 20%. For insurer-related data, U.S. crop insurance payouts have increased 500% from 2001 to 2022. And if you'd like a historical example that correlates human intervention, climate change, and natural drought, Owens Lake in California has experienced significant lack of water over the past century due to the Los Angeles aqueduct, leaving farmers helpless in the area. This goes to show just how important water scarcity can impact not only the environment, but farmers and insurers as well. Moving on, here's briefly how insurers are affecting agribusiness today. A non-comprehensive list includes property insurance covering dwelling equipment, liability insurance for general and employer, and other perhaps more specific forms of insurance like agritourism, crime, cyber insurance, and drought insurance. Emerging risks represent new opportunities. Let's hear from Sam to learn more about how we can leverage them.
Thank you, Ethan. So now let's get into what this all means for you, the insurers in the room. Because in the middle of all these challenges, there are real opportunities, not just to mitigate risks, but to lead, to innovate, and to build strong relationships with your clients. First, we'll talk about geoengineering. What is that? Simply put, it's large-scale intervention to help counteract climate change, like tweaking the environment to help reduce droughts. An example of this would be cloud seeding. Cloud seeding, simply put, is when we release particles into the clouds to boost rainfall. And for insurers, this is more than just about good weather. It's about new products that you can offer. Imagine offering parametric drought insurance where payments kick in automatically if rainfall targets for a year are not met. There's no more messy claims process, just pure data-driven triggers. But not only that, you can partner with cloud seeding operators to provide liability coverage in case it rains too much, because believe me, that does happen. So by covering these unintended risks, you're not only guaranteeing that these products work for your clients, but that these programs are viable for everyone who's interested. We'll also talk about atmospheric water generation, or AWG. This is a fancy term for machines that basically collect water straight from humid air. Insurers, this is your time to offer rewards for innovation. You can offer reduced premiums for farmers who use AWG systems because with reduced drought risk, there's fewer claims. And if the equipment breaks, you can offer parametric water supply insurance that kicks in to ensure that they keep their business going and they keep you as their trusted partner. Finally, we're going to talk about alternative farming methods, but specifically controlled environment agriculture, or CEA. Think high-tech greenhouses and vertical farms where crops are being grown indoors and shielded from the weather. While it may seem futuristic to have all these inside now, it's definitely starting to move that way. And for insurers, this means a whole new category of risks to cover. Think about it. As farms move indoors, the old weather-related claims get dropped, but you have new exposures. Power outages, equipment failure, you name it. This is where you come in and you offer tailor-made products to match these modern risks. Not only that, but these farms are producing crops and carbon credits by slashing emissions. What if you could insure those? Now you're not only insuring the risk that they have, but you're also helping them monetize being sustainable. That's a competitive edge. But at the end of the day, for us insurers, it's not about keeping up with the times, it's about getting ahead. The answers are here, we have the tools, and partnerships are ready. So the question is, how are we going to lead this charge?
Now I want to walk through the 7 steps insurers can take to grow climate resilience. Let's briefly focus on the 3 dimensions of business capability: absorption, flexibility, and strategic integration. Absorption focuses on the research and interpretation of climate-related data. Flexibility requires the short-term fluidity of insurer operations. And strategic integration involves long-term innovation by insurers and the companies they invest in. Capability 1 relates to the first 2 steps of adaptation. Number 1, understanding climate risks, and number 2, awareness and policy engagement. Number 1 really focuses on the research portion and leads into number 2, which involves allowing policyholders to understand the information and working with regulators to find out what works best. Numbers 3 and 4 really work well with the second dimension, flexibility. Number three, alignment with risk reduction. And number 4, continuity and contingency plans. Number 3 really lends insurers to incentivizing or requiring climate-smart behavior in their farmers and agribusiness. And number 4, continuity and contingency plans, really involves a helpful ground of framework so we can support farmers and industry professionals. The final 3 steps of adaptation are focused on the strategic integration or long-term innovation portion. Number 5, new products and services. Insurers can develop new products with the companies they invest in. And number 6, investment in climate change solutions. Those companies insurers can invest in will lead to things like we talked about previously with controlled environment agriculture, cloud seeding, and water generation. And finally, number 7, financing customer improvements. Insurers can incentivize their policyholders to make better decisions, not only on the cost side, but on the world side as well.
So let us leave you with this. Water scarcity is inevitable. We can't help it. But our extinction because of lack of food is not. That's a choice. The numbers don't lie. Mega droughts are going to be coming, payouts are skyrocketing, and if we do nothing to help, the current farming technology and agricultural practices we have won't just struggle, they'll be left in the dust. The time to change is now, not next season and not after the next catastrophe. Insurers, now is your point of leverage. Use the data you have, the partnerships you have, and the claims history that all help mitigate risk to help ensure that we let these agricultural practices survive. Please help turn these geoengineering trials into standard coverages, turn vertical farms from a niche bet into baseline risks, and to turn and rewrite drought resilience as an actuarial certainty, not a hope. History rewards first movers, and insurers who act now won't just weather the storm, they'll help redirect it. The farmers who receive your parametric payouts at the end of a failed rain season will become clients for life. The startups that you help provide liability coverage for will be innovation pipelines for you, and the food system that you help stabilize, that will become your legacy. The question isn't if we can afford to act, it's if you all can afford to wait. Thank you.